Hey guys, welcome to another Sims 4, a mod tutorial for dummies. In this tutorial, we will be cleaning house, arranging and combining mods together, or packages, and help us organize our mods folder better, as well as speed our system up during load times. If you have not seen our first tutorial, please click the link above, and that will take you there, where you can learn about the tools and the software we will be using when we're modding in The Sims. So with that being said, let's get started. Okay, one of the main reasons you would want to combine packages together is if, say, during startup, your system is taking a long time to load or something like that. The reason for this is that when The Sims 4 starts up, it has to open up each individual package within your mods folder. And if you have, a good amount of packages in your mods folder, this will take time for it to load. By combining our mods packages together, this allows us to be loading one full package of whatever it's in there at a time, or allows the system to, and giving you quicker load times. Now, obviously this is only if you got a lot of packages and stuff like that this problem will occur. And another reason would be probably to organize, your custom content and stuff. But Sims 4 has only been out for, a couple of months now, and I've downloaded some custom content, but I shouldn't be too bad off, as far as my system. It has been running a little slow, so we'll just go in here. What I would like to do is probably work on this Halloween file, which we shouldn't have too hard of a time to find it. It is Electronic Arts, and we'll just combine these these Halloween files together and show you how to combine a folder. Let's see, under mods, that shouldn't be too bad in here to, oh my god. As you can see, over a short period of time, we can collect a lot of packages in our mods folder, making it very difficult for us to find a certain package that we want to either edit or delete. So the best way to fix this is obviously to create and organize some way so we can find these packages easier. What I tend to do is usually put my packages into category folders. These category folders could be hair, clothes, objects, or a program edit file, so that way I can put all my mods that I have actually created. And into these files, these category files, we would put our merged custom content packages from the creators that made them. So for instance, if I have a creator, Miss Blue, who made eyebrows, I would take all of the eyebrow packages that she has and combine them into one packet and put that into the category file as eyebrows, Miss Blue, young female, thick brown. By doing this later on, I can go back if I did not want those eyebrows from Miss Blue anymore in my game. I can easily find them in my folder and delete them, or change and edit them if I needed to. If you wanted to, you can also be more detailed in naming your folders. You can also name them eyebrows, facial for facial hair, body for body hair, and so on. And add the packages into those folders and maybe name them as Miss Blue Eyebrows, young female thick brown, or something like that. However you decide to name your category folders doesn't really matter, as long as it makes it easier for you to find these packages later on. If you wanted to take this process even a step further, you can take and have your folder category, let's say hair, and actually make a subcategory underneath it, like eyebrows, and other subcategory folders you could put under there too, as far as facial hair, body hair, and head. And within those subcategory folders, you would then place your packages and list them the same way you would probably list them as if you were doing it, eyebrows, as Miss Blue's eyebrows. Please note, do not add subfolders unless you rewrite the resource file first, or the game won't see the other packages in those folders. To rewrite the resource file, so that way the game can look inside the subfolders and find those packages, we have to open up the resource file. The resource file can be found in your mods folder. Open up the resource file with Notepad. You should see this after opening up your resource file with Notepad. Right now the file is only telling the game to look into the mods folder itself and to look into one folder down from the mods folder to find packages. What we need to do is change the resource file and tell it to look at more files down within the folder to find these packages. So what we first need to do is add more command lines to our resource file. As you can see on the top of the command line, it says priority 500. This is telling the game to override any packages within the game with the packages that are located in your mods file. The second line, package file star package, is telling us to look, it's telling the game to look in the mods folder to find packages. The next line down, star / packages, is telling the game to look one folder down, and so on to the second to the third folder. Each line we add with a star / tells the game to look further and further into a file to find packages. I tend to not go any further than one subfolder down from my category folder. So I would probably put hair and then put eyebrows folder underneath the hair folder, and then my packets or packages within the eyebrows folder. You could go even a step further and put maybe the color of the eyebrows folder in there and under your eyebrows folder and make a subcategory, but usually then it just gets a little out of hand and it's just easier just two folders down, and it's I think it's more sorted enough for me to find what I need to find. And this is pretty much how it would lay out in my mods folder, as like I said, hair, under hair would be eyebrows, and under eyebrows would be the packages of the person that I got the eyebrows from, which like I said before might be Miss Blue, and I would just label them as eyebrows Miss Blue and put all those packages of her eyebrows into one package. So now that we got all our files in order and we have our category file and our subcategory file, now what we want to do is take all these packages, and for right now we'll say Miss Blue, and we're going to take all of these Miss Blue packages and we're going to combine them together to make one package. By combining them now into one package, we've achieved a few things. One, we've organized our mods folder, making it a lot easier for us to find things. And two, we've actually helped speed up our system, as stated before, because our system is going to go a lot slower if it's got to open up each individual package at a time. Now it's just opening up one package, making the game load faster. So now let me show you how we merge these packages together using a program called S4PE. So before we download a package from a website, I first want to talk about another program that I spoke about a little bit in the last tutorial in Tools and Software, but we didn't download this program. The program's called Color Magic. One of the reasons I like Color Magic is pretty much for a reference tool. As you'll see later in S4PE, when we download packages into S4PE, if it has multiple packages within that one package, it will only see all the files in there. It won't separate them into separate packages. I'll show you in a minute what I mean. You'll find a link for this website down in the description below. To download Color Magic, click on the link, go to Color Magic Download, scroll down a little bit past the information they have here, and click on the download button. After Color Magic is successfully downloaded, go to your Downloads folder, unzip the Color Magic folder, open up the folder, and click on the extension to run Color Magic. Now we're going to go to a website called the Sims Resource, where we're going to download our package. The Sims Resource is a website that has mods and packages of all types that you can download for free. You can become a member of this site. I think it costs like $5 a month or something along. I don't know what the actual price is, but if you're not a member, it just takes a little longer to download stuff. On the front page, they have, it seems to be like, you know, the stuff for the month that they're highlighting. But also there's other stuff though. If you go under download Sims 4, and you can either show all the stuff that they got or pick a category of what you want to download. But for today, we're just going to download some eyebrows. After going to the page where the eyebrows are, scroll down, and underneath the picture here will be a download button. Since we're not members, like I said, we'll have to wait the 10 seconds before our download begins. Now that the download's complete, we'll open up our downloads folder. This is the download that we just downloaded. These are other, just to save time, these are other downloads from S Club also that I downloaded. The good thing about this creator is that he takes his eyebrows that he has, and he takes all the packets for all the different colors of eyebrows he has and puts them all under one package. So even though these are all the same eyebrows, but all the different colors of those eyebrows are under one package. Some creators, you may download eyebrows from them and get, you know, 8 colors, and each one is in a separate package. Now let me show you with Color Magic what I mean by that there's combined packages within here. Now after opening up Color Magic, go to Next, select a package. In this case, we'll select this top package. We'll hit Open, and then we'll click Next. And like I was saying, you can see that there's actually, I don't know, about 8 or 9 packages here of all the different colors of eyebrows. These are all separate packages. And in a minute I'll show you in S4PE how if you open this up, the same file, you won't see the individual packages in that file, yet you'll see the actual data files for all those packages. This is where Color Magic comes in handy when you want to look into a package and see the individual packages instead of S4PE, where you would have to sort through each one of the files and find the files that are related to that one particular package. Now we'll open up S4PE. Now in S4PE, we'll open up a package. We'll open up the same package that we opened up in Color Magic. And as you can see now, opening up that package, it's not those different color of eyebrows are not separated into different packages like they were in Color Magic. Now they are showing us the data files for each one of those different color eyebrows. But we don't want to just have just one particular type of eyebrow from S Club. We want all the eyebrows from S Club combined into one package. So to do that, we could hit the resource button and actually import each individual package, but that would take time. A more easier way to achieve it would be just to grab, drag, and drop into the S4PE program. Now we will get a pop-up asking us to replace any duplicates, which would be fine, and compress and use resource name or rename and present. Well, we're not going to rename it. Everything here, we pretty much want to keep it the same way it is. And then we just want to import those packages into the S4PE. The next pop-up we'll get is asking us to autosave the current packages. We don't need to autosave the current packages because we're going to save all the packages together at the end. So we hit no on that. Now all the packages, or I should say those 3 packages, are all combined together under one folder. Or actually just all combined together right now into the S4PE. Now we want to turn all these into one package. And we just simply hit File, hit Save As, and then we'll probably save this as the S Club Eyebrows. Now the system will combine all the packages together under one package. Now if we open back up our Downloads folder, we will see our folder here of S Club Eyebrows, which is now all of these packages combined into this one package. Now let's go into Color Magic and look at that new package that we just made in Color Magic. Now as you can see, in Color Magic though, like before, all those packages are still under their own separate package as far as, you know, the color and the type of eyebrow it is. These are medium, these are thick, and then the other ones I guess are arch thick. Whereas you saw in the S4PE again, they were all broken up. This is where I find Color Magic to be extremely helpful for me. You got to understand, you can actually take every package within your mod folder, not separated at all as far as eyebrows and stuff the way I do, and just pack them all together in one entire package. But if you try to look at it through S4PE, you would be there forever trying to figure out what goes to what folder, goes to what file, because they're in, like I said before, data files. Whereas with Color Magic, it pretty much puts those little packages or keeps all those little packages together, making it very easy for you to go through and actually pick out what you want, you know, out of that package. Keep in mind though, if you decide to take all these packages and put them into one folder, yes, you'll be able to go into Color Magic and find them and, you know, and pull out the ones you want. But then that wouldn't be any different than if you took all these packages and just threw them all into your mod folder. You'd still be searching through all these packages trying to find a certain, you know, certain package that you need or you want to change or edit. By me now taking all of S Club's eyebrows and putting them into this package, I know where S Club's eyebrows are, like I explained before. Makes it easier for me to find them and edit them. Now that I got all my S Club eyebrows and all the packages for those eyebrows into one package, now you can see under my mods folder, I have everything listed as I said before, where I can find things quickly, whether it's part of the body, clothes, eyeglasses, face details, whatever it is. I can find it fast and easy so I can look it up, edit it, delete it, or change it, or whatever I need to do. Now with the S Club eyebrows, I've already moved them over here from my downloads folder, and I'm actually going to put them in my hair and in my eyebrows folder. And let's see, and the way I'll do that is I'll hit this, I'll hit cut, I will go up, where was it, hair, eyebrows, and I will give it a folder. Actually, I'll just drop it in, paste it right in here, and that's where I'll put my eyebrows. Now, as you can see, like things under clothes, and then I can go to bottoms, and then under bottoms I have categories for each thing of underwear and jeans and pants and stuff like that. I know I said before I usually don't go down 3 categories. I guess I do sometimes. I mean, you know, I go into what I guess you would call a subfolder, because there's just so many different parts of bottoms and stuff. If I was to keep it out on my front page, I would have this long list, and then I'll be going through this long list of folders trying to find, you know, something, you know, a bottom or like jeans or something that was clothing. I just find it easier to just do this, bottoms, and then I can find it very easily. And the other thing I wanted to show you again was also our resource file. As you can see, I have it listed that way, where I can go down to 2 subfolders and be able to, the packages can still be able to be found. So as you can see, keeping your packages and mods, you know, folders and all that stuff organized is extremely important. And it's very easy to do if you do it from the beginning. As you saw, I just downloaded something off the website. It took me a few seconds just to, you know, turn it into one package. I mean, obviously I could have done it faster without, if I wasn't explaining it to you. And it's really a piece of cake, and you'll have no problem doing it. And when it comes to, and I can't stress enough again, to finding something or looking for something, I mean, The Sims has only been out for, you know, 3 months now, 4 months, whatever. Over time, over a couple of years, especially when people are modding more and more and adding more and more custom content to the game, it's going to become more and more difficult to find things within your mod folder. Trust me. It's also going to start slowing down your computer as you keep loading more and more and more mods into your system. So be smart from the beginning, organize your mods folder, get everything together, combine your packages, and it'll save you a lot of headaches later on down the line. All the links that you'll need for this, I will also link S4PE again in the bottom description, as well as Color Magic, so that way you'll have all the links to get to download these programs. Also, I'll put in the Sims 4 resource website, so that'll be down there also for you to go there and download some mods. Well, until next time, our next tutorial, we will definitely be really starting to mod then. Now, I think we're ready and we're prepared. We have the software we need now, and we have our files all in order. So be ready for next time. We will begin doing some modding. Well, thanks again, and happy modding.